So why is it hard to design a living room, or any room for that matter? I honestly blame the internet. So in this video, I'll be breaking down 6 different tips that will be helping make your living room go from meh to main character energy. Do you ever just search on Pinterest for interior design ideas for living rooms, and you end up with a mood board with a mashup of a Scandinavian dentist's office and your grandmother's Palm Springs condo? That's not indecision. That's just, frankly, design fatigue. I promise you're not broken. You're just ill-informed. Or maybe you're just a little too influenced by that one Instagram reel that you saw about a moody, velvety couch with 14 throw pillows. So let's fix that together with humor, structure, and maybe no shiplap in sight. So here's the deal. No good designer really just sticks to one design style. If someone says they do, they're either lying to you or they're really into coastal grandma style right now. So let's just kill the idea that your home has to be Scandi, boho, modern, farmhouse glam, because that's not a style. That's just a crisis. So instead, let's take a page from Caroline Winkler's playbook and pick 3 design adjectives that really encompasses your vibe. So for example, let's think moody, elegant, weird, vibey. But let's pause right here and comment your 3 words below, because we are building your taste muscles today. So Pinterest is fine when you're coming up with different inspo videos, but really honestly, in my opinion, Cosmos is a lot better. Why? Because it's curated and not chaotic like Pinterest. Just start collecting images that feel emotionally right to you and not just trendy. So if you look at the space and think, oh, I drink wine in there in silence, definitely save it. Then do what most people don't. Edit. So go back on all of your different collections of images, edit it, delete all the ones that you don't feel is actually inclusive of what you want to evoke in the space, and make sure those are gone from the boards. It's kind of like Tinder, but for sofas. The next tip I have for you is basically the wardrobe for your living room. So you're gonna think about it in the 3-layer rule. So the first layer will be your main bigger pieces. So that'll be your sofa, your coffee table, TV consoles, whatever big pieces it is, that essentially determines what the room is. So this is a living room with a sofa. And then layer 2 are your supporting characters. So that'll be your side table, your curtains, and your area rugs. So basically that's the outfit. And then layer 3 is the personality layer. That'll be art, plants, whatever, or that ceramic banana slug that you got in college. Think of it like it's your favorite piece of jewelry, right? So now we've got your entire wardrobe together. This is where your interior wall design gets really exciting, because for your living room, you don't just hang something on the walls, you tell a story. We want the room to feel designed, right? So we have to define the zones. So the zones use the rugs to essentially draw the different rooms within that room. And then within that defined zone, we can build smaller moments. So for example, a reading nook. That would be your cozy chair, a lamp, a side table. For the gallery wall, so you're gonna have art, negative space, and a bit of taste of your personality, like a hanging object or a plant. Another moment could be a coffee station, so that coffee station can live on top of a console in your living room, because it's not just for the kitchen, because you maybe want to have coffee in your living room. Like every moment in your living room should feel like, oh wow, I want to sit here. Repetition here equals rhythm. So our eyes like patterns, so please use them. Don't be afraid to use them. Here's a really easy one. If you have a brass lamp, then use brass again somewhere, like in a candlestick, or, put it in a mirror, put it in your cabinet hardware, maybe in a frame, maybe a full side table that's brass. Just don't make your room feel like an accidental thrift store haul. So what's the secret ingredient here to really make your living room amazing? It's contrast, because contrast equals drama, and your living room deserves an Emmy. Here is where you need to add tension, but obviously in a good way. So that could be through color. You can go from light walls to then a dark sofa. And with shape, you can go with a curvy lamp with a really boxy room. Now, if we take scale in contrast, you maybe have something tiny next to something big. So maybe you have a small little tiny art piece next to a huge monstera plant. And then for style contrast, maybe you have your Lola's shield from Baguio next to a modern art piece. Good design needs tension, like really good Netflix series. So the last thing I want to close off with is that the best living rooms don't actually look staged, they look lived in. They're layered, they're personal, maybe a little weird, and quite a bit wonderful, because then it looks like someone cool lives there, because they do. It's you. So like, subscribe, and check out my Cosmos board link that I'll put in the description below. So if you want inspo without the overwhelm. So now close all your 47 tabs, go touch your sofa, because it misses you.